Hello, my name is Fatih Lakso, and welcome to my presentation for the intermediate grammar project. In this presentation, I will explain three important grammar topics: compound complex sentences, parallel contractions, and dangling contractions. These grammar structures are very important for academic writing because they make our ideas more logical, connected, and clear. So let's begin with the first topic. The first topic, language and structure. This presentation will mainly focus on two key grammar structures, compound complex sentence and parallel contraction. Both of them are essential for developing strong academic writing. Throughout this presentation, I will define each structure, explain how it works, provide example, and describe why these grammar forms are widely used in formal English writing. So, compound complex sentence. Compound complex sentence is a combination of a compound sentence and a complex sentence. This means it has at least two independent clauses and one or more independent clauses joined by both coordinating and subordinating conjunction. This type of sentence expresses multiple ideas and shows how they relate to each other. For example, through cause and effect, contrast, condition, and or time. Because of its structures, it's richer and more detailed than a simple or complex sentence. Let's start with a cause and effect example. Because it was raining, we stayed at home and we watched a movie. The dependent clause, because it was raining, expresses the cause, while the two independent clauses, we stay at home and we watch a movie, show the effect. The conjunction because connects the reason, and conjunction and connects the result. This type of compound complex sentences is useful for explaining logical relationship, especially in academic writing, where causes and consequences are often discussed. Now let's see an example showing contrast. Although she was tired, she finished her homework and she went to bed late. Here, although she was tired is the dependent clause. While she finished her homework and she went to bed late are independent clauses. The subordinating conjunction although introduce contrast, and subordinating conjunction and itu connects the two actions. The sentence clearly contrasts her tiredness with her determination, an effective way to show opposing ideas. The next example shows time relationship. When the bell rang, the students packed their bags and they left the classroom. So the dependent clause, when the bell rang, marks the time, while the two independent clauses describe what happened next. This structure is often to describe sequences of events and to make writing flow smoothly from one action to another. Now let's look at conditional relationship. Example, if he studies hard, he will pass the exam and his parents will be proud. The dependent clause, if he studies hard, expresses the condition. The two independent clauses describe the result. He will pass the exam and his parents will be proud. This kind of sentence expresses possibilities and consequences in a clear and logical way. Now let's move on to the second major topic. It's called parallel contraction. While common complex sentences deal with how clauses are joined, parallel contraction focuses on how we keep grammatical balance and consistency inside a sentence. Okay. Definisi parallel contraction or parallelism. Parallel contraction or parallelism means using the same grammatical form for words, phrases, or clauses that have the same function in the sentence. It makes writing more balanced, clear, and rhythmic. For example, if one item in a list uses an in verb in, the other should also use the verb in form. Jadi kalau kalimat item atau kalimat lain pakai kata-kata lain pakai verb in, jadi kata selanjutnya harus mengikuti juga, harus ikut pakai verb in juga. Jadi parallelism itu is one of the most effective ways to make your writing sound fluent and professional. The basic rule of parallelism is to maintain the same grammatical structure when ideas are connected by conjunction such as and, or, but, both, and, or either, or. Keeping the same structure helps your reader follow your meaning easily and prevents confusion. Now let's look at several types of parallelism with example. First, parallelism in a list or series. Incorrect example. She likes to swim, running, and to hike. This is incorrect sentence. Then correct sentence is she likes swimming, running, and hiking. In the correct version, the verb forms are mixed, infinitive and gerund, which breaks the balance. The correct version uses all gerunds, giving the sentence a smooth and clear rhythm. Jadi di kalimat incorrect itu she like to swim, running, and to hike. Jadi di situ swimnya tidak pakai verb in ya, hanya running doang, dan hike juga nggak pakai in. Jadi yang benar itu adalah swim itu harus pakai verb in, swimming, terus running tetap running, dan hike itu diubah jadi hiking. The next type of parallelism in pair ideas, usually using both and, or, either, or. Incorrect sentence: he wanted to study medicine and be a doctor. The correct sentence is he wanted to study medicine and to become a doctor. Both verbs share the same infinite form, to plus verb, which creates balance and clarity. Now let's look at parallelism in comparison using then or as. The correct sentence, her voice. Incorrect sentence. Ada dua yang correct. Correct sentence: her voice is clearer than his. When he is as smart as his brother. The incorrect: he is as smart as his brother is intelligent. The last one is confusing because it makes different adjective forms, which breaks parallel structure, keeping similar grammatical patterns ensures smooth and logical comparison. The last type of parallelism with correlative conjunction, such as not only but also. The incorrect sentence: she not only enjoys singing but also to dance. This is incorrect. Incorrect sentence is she not only enjoys singing but also dancing. Using the same ing form, keep the sentence balanced and easy to understand. Incorrect parallelism, on the other hand, makes the sentence sound awkward and unclear. Next, we'll move to the 3 grammar case studies included in this project. First, compound complex sentence. Second, dangling contraction. And third, compound sentence. Each case show an analysis, an example based on authentic grammar data. The first case is about compound complex sentences. Here's the example sentence. Because the teacher was late, the student waited, and they started the class by themselves. The question is whether this is truly a compound complex sentence. Let's analyze its structure carefully. The dependent clause is because the teacher was late. There are 2 independent clauses, that student waited and they started the class by themselves. The subordinating conjunction because connects the reason, and conjunction and joins the 2 independent action. Therefore, this sentence correctly qualifies as a compound complex sentence because it contains 2 independent clauses and 1 dependent clause. This sentence is grammatically correct, but we can improve its clarity by saying because the teacher was late, the student waited and eventually started the class by themselves. The word eventually help indicate time flow more naturally. While keeping the same structure, this is a good example of how coordination and subordination work together. The second case is about down construction. Here's the sentence. Walking through the park, the flowers look beautiful. At first glance, it looks fine, but grammatically, it's incorrect because the modifier walking through the park doesn't match the subject, the flowers itu. It makes it it mistakenly suggests that the flowers were walking. So to fix this, you need to make the subject and modifier logically connected. The correct version is walking through the park. I noticed the flowers look beautiful. Now the subject I itu perform the action of walking, and the sentence make logical sense. The only modifiers are common errors in student writing, so it's important to check that every modifier has a clear subject. Let's compare visually. Before walking through the park, The flowers look beautiful, and after walking through the park, I noticed the flowers look beautiful. The second version is grammatically and logically correct because the modifier walking now refers to the person, not the flowers. The third case is about compound sentences. Consider these two sentences. A. The manager approved the proposal, but the director rejected it. And B. The manager approved the proposal because the director was busy. Are both of these compound sentences? Let's find out. Sentence A is a compound sentence because it has two independent clauses joined by the coordinating conjunction, but sentence B, however, is complex because the clause because the director was busy is dependent. Here are four more examples of compound sentence. He worked hard and he succeeded. He worked hard and he succeeded. She was tired, but she kept smiling. I wanted to go, so I booked a ticket. It was late, yet we stayed outside. All of this contain two independent clauses connected by coordinating conjunction. To conclude, we can summarize the main points. Compound complex sentences combine coordinating and subordinating to express complex relationship. And downing contraction occur when modifiers are misplaced or illogical. Compound sentences connect independent ideas smoothly using coordinating conjunction. Thus, parallel contraction ensure grammatical balance and clarity across all of them. Together, these structures improve the logic, flow, and professionalism of academic writing. This is the reference I use for my PPT, my PowerPoint. And yeah, thank you very much for watching my presentation. I hope this explanation helps you better understand compound complex sentences, parallel contraction, doubling modifiers, and compound sentence. Thank you very much.